Every time you reach back into your mind to retrieve a memory, you are not pulling out a perfectly preserved recording, but instead opening a fragile document that is rewritten with every reading, reshaped by the present moment and subtly altered by the emotions, beliefs, and context of who you are right now. Neuroscientists call this process reconsolidation, and it means that your most cherished recollections, your first kiss, your childhood home, even the face of someone you loved, are not fixed photographs but living stories, constantly updated like drafts in an endless manuscript. Each recall destabilizes the neural networks that store the memory, making them briefly malleable, and as they solidify again, new details, new interpretations, and even new fictions can slip in, fusing seamlessly with what was once there. This is why eyewitness testimonies are notoriously unreliable, why siblings can argue passionately over the truth of a shared event, and why sometimes you can be absolutely certain of something that never actually happened. The hippocampus, the brain's memory hub, works in tandem with the amygdala, the seat of emotion, so that memories are not just stored as bare facts, but embroidered with feeling. And when those feelings change, the memory itself changes with them, like a painting that shifts its colors under different light. Memories are not passive, they are active, shaping who you believe yourself to be. And because they rewrite themselves, your past is not a stable foundation but a fluid story that bends to the currents of the present. This astonishing truth means that when you recall an old heartbreak after years of healing, the sting dulls not because time erases pain, but because your brain has overwritten the emotional charge, reframing the moment into something softer, something survivable. Yet the opposite is also possible. Trauma can intensify with each recollection, as the brain, in replaying the wound, lays down even stronger connections, carving the hurt deeper into the mind. Still, even this malleability holds hope. For therapies that intentionally revisit painful memories can rewrite them into gentler forms, turning what was once paralyzing into something manageable, even empowering. It is as though the brain has built-in editing tools, capable of turning villains into misunderstood figures, failures into lessons, and tragedies into turning points, depending on the story we allow ourselves to tell. Memory's instability also explains the eerie phenomenon of déjà vu, when the brain mistakenly crosswires a present perception with a past pattern, convincing you that you have lived this moment before. And it reveals why nostalgia feels so intoxicating. Because in revisiting the past, we don't simply recall events, we polish them, heighten them, and often idealize them, constructing golden versions of childhood summers and long-lost friendships that may never have been as perfect as we now believe. But this rewriting is not deception, it is survival. A mind that rigidly clung to every raw detail would be overwhelmed, unable to adapt, and so memory becomes a tool of resilience, bending truth just enough to keep us moving forward. Even the very sense of identity, who you think you are, is woven from these shifting recollections, meaning that yourself is not anchored in an unchanging archive, but in a library of stories that update every time you enter them. What you remember about yesterday is colored by who you are today, and who you are tomorrow will be reshaped by what you choose to remember now. And so, the past itself is not behind you, it is alive within you, rewritten endlessly by the act of remembering, proof that memory is not a window into what was, but a mirror reflecting who you are becoming.